It's Monday night and the Super Bowl is set, snowed in, but we're keeping it lit and we're turning up the heat. Sit back, relax while the Flex Zone drops facts. Check into the Flex Zone Hotel, 1-800-FLEX Zone. Hit that thumbs up. Let's rock and roll. Episode 520. Giving you sports how you want it when you need it.
Oh, shit! Get on your feet!
This is culturally inappropriate.
Flex Zone, episode 520, snowed in edition. Get warm by the fireplace and let the Flex Zone heat things up with some lit sports talk. Only place fellas giving you sports how you want it
when you need it.
Episode 520. Our brother Big Raj is in the chat. Internet technology, friend and foe issues. He'll be in the chat commenting. But Cravante, 3-man weave, you know what that means.
Don't touch the ground, baby. You already know.
And what a night, baby. As you now have a DC, baby. And you know we got to play your song.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we? The Commanders.
Hey.
Just stupid. Jam. Oh, jam.
Well, now that's goofy. Hey, Dre had to turn up because it was just him. Yeah, man, snowed in edition, man, folks. It ain't too much motion going on in the city of Baltimore right now, but we got a little motion going on in DC with a new DC. So we'll get into it a little bit later.
The OTC, the Flex on my side, a man who can enter at number one and outlast 29 other men to win the Royal Rumble. I don't know if he wants to go to Saudi, though, even though he's Mr. Worldwide. Drizzy Dre, the super producer, the man who never is snowed in, always bringing the heat and bringing the injury. What's up, my brother?
Acknowledge me! Make a 5-2, the Samoan werewolf. I love you solo!
Drizzy Dre, what's up, man? Monday night.
I was a little thrown off because I'm like, what in the world is Cravante up there doing? But
he's evolving.
But look, I'm just glad to be here with you guys. Though we're snowed in, it's still a lot of good sports going on. We had a good live stream the whole weekend with wrestling, football, and now we're back doing our regular show, man. No place I'd rather be.
I agree. Make sure you hit that thumbs up in the chat. Vote on a poll. flexon1@gmail.com. Like Dre said, you want to super chat us, you can donate. Cash app.
Yes.
Any way you want to support us, we appreciate it. And we appreciate the love and support as we grow towards 4K. So let's keep grinding, keep pushing. Let's get rocking and rolling. All right, we got some news in the coaching realm. Let's start in DC, Cravante. New defensive coordinator. Vikings defensive pass game coordinator, defensive back coach Durante Jones is the new defensive coordinator. And with Brian Flores, one of his most trusted defensive coaches the past 3 years, also coached under Vance Joseph out in Denver, and Mike Zimmer, former defensive coordinator in Minnesota, also, who was a head coach. Also, he was a DC with the Bengals, but head coach with the Vikings. How you feeling, Cravante? But it looks like your boy Dan Quinn still calling the plays as well.
So the whole idea behind the D coordinator search, and this is why I think it took so long, because he was looking for somebody who had experience with play calling, so he wouldn't have to. Because Dan Quinn does not want to call plays; he wants to oversee, but he does not want to be, you know, with the play call sheet, or what I'm saying. He just wants to hear, he just wants to oversee. He wants somebody else who has experience doing that to actually do that. So, and I'm thinking the way the search was going is that they couldn't find that person. there is no perfect person for that, because if you're a legit DC experience calling plays, you'd probably be up for a head coaching job and probably don't want to do a lateral movement. So the chances of you getting somebody to be a DC is probably somebody who's never been a DC before, who's willing, who wants to be promoted and get into that role. Somebody who's already been in that role is probably more so up for a head coaching job as opposed to a lateral movement. So naturally that backfired. Maybe not backfired, just you were reaching a little bit. But I think they picked a hell of a guy and picked up from a hell of a tree. He has experience under Vance Joseph and Brian Flores, who have all cut their teeth in this NBA and have been known for being great offensive minds. So that's a good thing. Also, Brian Flores have credited Coach Jones as being the reason why the confusion on the defense, been able to disguise. He's given him credit for a lot of the disguises that can confuse an offensive line and a quarterback. So he's giving him credit for that, and obviously taking over the defensive backfield. Just things are not what they seem with the Brian Flores defense, and he seems to have been a big part of the confusion and the disguising. So that is exciting moving forward. So we got two. It's a little concerning because we have two young, relatively inexperienced guys at offensive and defensive coordinator, but they lack experience.
How you feel about that? Two first-year guys too.
What I'm hoping for is that what they lack in experience, they make up for with innovation. You know what I'm saying? So, and our guy David Blau comes from the Ben Johnson school of offense, and we have Durante Jones, who comes from the Brian Flores and Vance Joseph school of defense. I'm hoping they could throw some nuances in there and put their own spice on it. And maybe on both sides of the ball, we could present something that's never really been seen before. So, that's what I'm hoping for. But I'm definitely concerned with the lack of experience. And Dan Quinn is really rolling the dice on this one. He's really rolling the dice, because if we don't make the playoffs next year, he can see the boot. Like his seat has warmed up since the since the season ended. So he's banking a lot on this. So I hope it works out.
I also got to ask you too. I know we're talking about the defensive coordinator, but Cliff Kingsbury, why like that? That just seemed to be such a good guy for you guys, and now they're talking about him, as a possibility for the Ravens. He's interviewing for the Titans OC job. Why not just stay when you got a young good quarterback and things were working well that first season.
This is one of those things where men bump heads, and he bumped heads with the GM Adam Peters. That at least that's what the reports. So they didn't necessarily like how I guess the play caller was not as diverse as they wanted it to be. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Commanders were under center the least in the NFL last year. And it's by a pretty wide margin. Everything was from the gun, whether it was a pistol or shotgun or whatever.
Oh, running that Joe Burrow offense.
You know, so yeah, you're not really not under center much at all. And they had a meeting with Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, and they didn't see eye to eye. And with Cliff Kingsbury pretty much, being I believe he's a free agent. Yeah, I believe he's a free agent now. So pretty much, not bringing them back, and they mutually parted ways. But naturally, I didn't see that coming, and JD5 was not happy about it. So yeah, but maybe David Blau, who's already been in the building, because he works with Jaden Daniels directly, because he was actually the he was the assistant quarterbacks coach. So he did a hell of a jump. Our quarterbacks coach actually is now the Pritchard, Coach Pritchard. He is the head coach of Stanford now. So he took the head coaching job at Stanford. So, kudos to him. He's working with Andrew Luck now at Stanford. And the offensive coordinator was Cliff Kingsbury, who has been mutually parted ways. So David Blau got promoted pretty much 2 ranks, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm hoping it's not too much for him. But I'm ready to see what new innovative things that he can present.
You like this move real quick, Avante?
Yeah.
Arthur Smith is going to Ohio State. Okay.
Yuck.
Okay.
Yuck.
Okay.
Yuck.
I just
yuck.
thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah.
And let me ask y'all this too about the Eagles, because we're talking about the Ravens need an offensive coordinator. What about the Eagles? Like who's
nobody wants that job, Trey. Nobody wants that job.
Tough jobs, tough gig, man. That is a tough.
Yeah, I think you were saying that in the chat earlier today, Byron. You was like, nobody wants that job.
Nobody wants that job, man. And the NFC East is wide open.
It's crazy because it's a lot of very unattractive jobs in the NFL coaching position, whether it's head coaching or offensive coordinator. There are some really unattractive jobs, but Philly's interesting because Philly media is like any other mass media city. Like they have a lot of influence on their respective organizations, and it's just like New York, LA, Chicago.
It's one of the top markets, and they're rough.
Absolutely. Like your more new Philly, I could only imagine Philly morning radio. I could only imagine, bro. Like, and with the criticism that comes with that, man, you can't go into Philly, thin skin. You know what I'm saying? Like at any position, no matter what position you hold with the Eagles, if you are in a prominent position, yeah, you got to be ready for all that. And that's quarterback, wide receiver, defensive person, head coach, OC, DC. Like folks will come at your neck, man. And yeah, it's a very interesting job right now. And also, the possibility of AJ Brown leaving is also a thing you have to consider.
Or is he even staying? Like, it's Phillies are just a weird dynamic.
I think he's a Patriot next year, Dre. I think he's a Patriot.
You're right, that Vrabel connection. But then what happens to Stephon Diggs? Do they keep Stephon?
Oh, they bring him back too. Him and Cardi B can come back too.
Yeah,
he's only on a 1-year deal, and they got money. Like we said, they only got 6 free agents.
Man, they got hella money, bro. Like Oh my gosh. So, but that's how you do it. You get your quarterback on a rookie deal and you see what's happening. That's why the AFC is just in a turmoil because they paid all the guys, the Lamars, Holmes, Allen, Burrow. They got their bag, and now it's the NFC's turn to get their quarterbacks and have these guys on rookie deals. Or you get Sam Darnold on a bargain, and then you're able to build around them.
All right, Dre, how you feel about Pittsburgh? Mike McCarthy is the coach. Your frat brother. They got rid of him for that.
I mean, okay, so that's a media too, where it's like he stepped down, but he stepped down because he was basically driven out of town, and now it's like you basically traded the defensive Mike Tomlin for the offensive Mike Tomlin. Like this, he's got a good 5 to 10 years left in Pittsburgh, and it's a safe job because Pittsburgh's not going to fire you. I just think that the Steelers probably did this because they think that they can still win now, and I'm like, you guys have no idea. So every year we always say that they're going to be in the bottom. I believe it. I think that they still, them or Cleveland, are going to fight for third or fourth because neither one of you guys got a quarterback. The only issue with the Bengals is that their quarterback is hurt and they don't have a defense. So the Ravens will probably win the division again by default. But I just don't know because you don't even know what's happening with the quarterback position with you guys. So no Steelers fan is happy about
Aaron
this.
Rodgers, Dre.
It's got to be Aaron Rodgers. You're right, but no Steelers fan is happy about this at all, and it just honestly makes no sense. We went from, oh my gosh, I forgot who the backup quarterback was that we were all discussing, saying
Kenny Pickett.
From Green Bay. Their backup quarterback.
Oh, Malik Willis.
Malik Willis. We went from saying that, okay, he might be a Pittsburgh Steeler to now, probably running back with Aaron Rodgers. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing?
Cavante, how you feeling?
The Steelers are doing what's safe. that's them. The Steelers don't really make no noise for real. Whether it be free agency, head coaching, D coordinator, OC hires, like they don't really make no noise. Like the most noise they made was getting DK Metcalf. Like it's not a real splashes going on in Pittsburgh. But I agree. I think you traded in the defensive minded Omar Epps for the offensive minded Omar Epps. I think that's what you did. It's now I'll say this. Mike McCarthy, if he could get the offensive line together, the Steelers could look better. And it's almost a dire need because Aaron Rodgers is 1,000 years old. So he's not looking to take too many more hits. If he comes back, I don't know if he's gonna go into that dark cave or whatever he does in the offseason. But
he will.
But you absolutely need to get that offensive line together. And as an offensive minded head coach, that has to be the number one thing that he, goes into this offseason to look into. But Mike McCarthy, I probably because his connection to Rodgers probably just made it a little bit easier too. And I'm not even sure if that's a great thing because how McCarthy left Green Bay, I didn't think it was a great ending to their marriage.
And Rodgers didn't want him to leave. Rodgers wanted him to stay.
And you know what? I'm glad you actually touched on that too, Byron, because so what's interesting is when you look at how we are in Baltimore, because in Baltimore, it was the opposite effect. Because in Green Bay, during the McCarthy-Rodgers era, the coach got the blame, not the player. But here in Baltimore, Lamar gets the blame, but not Harbaugh. And ultimately, of course, it had to be like you choose your quarterback or your head coach. Now the fans, we were like, man, they need to get rid of Harbaugh. But the media was saying it was all on Lamar. So it was like, and so this will be interesting to have this reunion. But you're right, Rodgers. finding out. I thought Rodgers wasn't liking McCarthy, but it was the actual opposite. Rodgers really did like McCarthy. He didn't want him to go.
Yeah.
And now he's liking LaFleur. He want LaFleur to stay too. He said this travesty, he might lose his job, even though he's getting an extension. So,
and yeah, he did get the extension, but
it was
and then
close.
remember, he didn't want
was
Tomlin to go either because he thought Tomlin deserved.
I mean, LaFleur, if LaFleur was on the market, he'd be right up there with Harbaugh, number one guy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Like he would be on the market 7 minutes.
All right, Cavante, Dre, I got to get your thoughts. Mentor is coming in Baltimore. Mentor, Dre, you like this move? Defensive coordinator, Chargers, was with the Ravens as well.
I said, look, I said either, my top picks were Flores, Mentor, or Joe Brady. We were able to get Mentor, which I don't mind because, like I said, we've been Ravens. They've tried to go offense with Brian Belichick. They tried special teams with Harbaugh. Let's try a defensive guy. We've got 2 defensive coaches right now playing in the Super Bowl. Mentor's familiar with the Ravens. He comes under the Harbaugh tree, but he's been able to do some good work. So let's Dre whining. What in the world? What am I whining about? So nevertheless,
we're I think like 20 minutes ago. Retread. Yeah, that's me.
So I think that we're actually going in the right direction. I think that the Ravens need to get back to their bread and butter, which is defense. We're a defensive culture. I think that they can get back to getting back on defense, playing good defense. And then once you get the defense right, I think that'll help the offense because a lot of the times with these games, remember, Ravens were blowing leads. So the offense was actually cooking, but it was the defense that was blowing these leads. And then remember, under Mike, we actually, eventually we got the defense turned around. But then it was just like the offense, we just were like, okay, why we're not running the football enough? So now got a defensive guy in there. You need good defense, as you can see with these teams such as the Broncos, the Seahawks, like what they've been able to do. Even the Patriots playing good defense. Because if you don't, you can end up like the Rams, where it can cost you a Super Bowl trip. So get the defense right. Offensively, it's just a matter of getting the right offensive coordinator in there. But we have the pieces on offense. Let's get that defense right and go ahead and get back to playing Ravens football.
Real quick, Falcons offensive line coach, run game coordinator Dwayne Ledford is joining the staff as well. One of the top offensive line coaches in the league. If you know anything about the Falcons, Bijan Robinson, one of the best running games in the NFL. And they also bring in Mike Mickens from Notre Dame, who coached Kyle Hamilton in college. So getting his guy, bringing him up to the Ravens with that secondary. We talked about blown leads, Dre. We talked about guys running wide open in coverage, fixing some of those things. So far, 2 good hires in my opinion.
Okay. Look, like I said, young guy. He seems like he's getting right. I'm just curious about who he's going to get as the offensive coordinator. And once he solidifies that, I got faith in this guy. I think that he's going to really be able to make some good noise. I wish Unc was here, man, because I know Unc, he wanted Kubiak, but like I said, I don't mind this hire, and like I said, it's one of those 3 who I really wanted, and I think we got a good head coach. Kubiak will probably, I think it was just Mentor or Kubiak who were like the top 2 guys. Yeah, I mean, you could throw Weaver in there too, but I think that it was really down to Mentor or Kubiak on the defensive and the offensive side.
And they've also requested to interview Bears offensive coordinator Declan Doyle. So another Ben Johnson tree, Cavante, as well. How you feel about the Mentor hire, Cavante? I know you watch the Chargers, one of the best defenses in the league. Look what he did with Khalil Mack. Odafe Owe had no sacks with the Ravens. He goes over there, gets double digits.
Brother was cooking in that game.
So he can develop pass rushers, maybe.
Sure. Mentor. So number one, I think as a head coach, we're looking for leadership, and you're looking for a culture builder. Him being with Harbaugh, I think is gonna really help him in developing the culture there first. But also, yeah, he's done an amazing job. You know, with the Chargers and all the other places he would be. He was in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So, he knows
beat the Ohio State last time they beat him. Beat the Ohio State was a DC.
Right. And so
won the title.
Yes. He has seen firsthand on a professional level and on a collegiate level what it looks like to run a program and what it looks like to run a team, what it looks like to run an organization. So hopefully he could bring those tools with him to Baltimore, which a place he's, you know, familiar with. So I think
part
all
of the
those things,
Harbaugh tree, Cavante. The Harbaugh tree. They got a little branch. They got a branch.
They got a branch. Yo, Harbaugh got a tree, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing. It's a thing. But so that is good for the Ravens as a whole. Now, defensively, him bringing on Coach Mike from Notre Dame, I think is huge. His development under Harbaugh for as far as leadership is huge. I think the defense needed an upgrade. Now I was on the fence about whether you guys should have went offense or defense. Because historically you guys are a defensive minded, you know, like culture, and team. So it fits and it just feels like home.
Like you guys said, nobody be wanting some of these jobs, man.
Bro, that job is so unattractive, bro. That's got to be.
Shador made the Pro Bowl. I don't know if y'all heard that. Shador made the Pro Bowl.
I saw he's as a replacement. I saw that.
Good.
But I think Mentor's a great hire, and more importantly, what he does with his coaching staff. Like Dre said, offensive coordinator is going to be pivotal. You know, you see he's slowly getting the defense, you know what I'm saying, defensive minded guys around. So I think these are all good things that he's, you know, getting together. So I like the hire, arguably one of the better hires in this coaching carousel, and not this one.
Real quick, Mike McDaniel to the Chargers, Titans, Cardinals, Raiders, still looking for head coaches, as well as the Bills, Browns also. Any names you think going anywhere? Hearing Jim Schwartz maybe back to the Browns. I don't know anything.
Well, look,
Like,
one name I'm happy about
Okay.
is that I'm happy Phillip Rivers took his name out of the Bills head coaching job. That's just absolutely ridiculous.
It was going to be on the Goofies. It was going.
You know,
it was going to be on there.
You know, and can we look? And that's my frat brother. I like him. I think that he would be a good DC. Let's start with putting Ryan Clark as a head coach. Let's make sure that he can do his thing on defense first, I think, and then see how he can be a head coach. I don't want him to jump into it, because we see what happened with Jeff Saturday. Jump right into it, and then it doesn't pan out. Not to say that he can't do a good job, but I'm just like, let's pause the brakes on that. Again, but Byron, we've talked about. I said two names for the Bills. I said Joe Brady or Brian Dable. I think that one of those two guys needs to be the next Bills head coach. As far as these other head coaches, I'm just not sure, man. I mean,
I guess Kubiak or Davis Webb from the Broncos. They'll get.
I don't want Kubiak to go to.
Because they're going to have the quarterback. That's why they get number one. That's why I pulled this up.
True, but I mean, okay. I mean,
offense isn't the problem with Vegas, though. I mean, it's everything else.
Yeah, but the thing is, the problem with the Raiders and the Browns is the culture. I don't trust the culture, so it's like.
But Tom Brady's there.
Yeah, but I mean,
give him some time.
So what you saying, Dre? Brady ain't coming back through that door playing quarterback? That's what you're saying?
No, I mean, and he's not. And I mean, he's a part of the the decisions, but it's not like he's the main decision maker. For some reason, it just seems like it's just a cloud over that organization.
Mark
Because I
Davis.
mean,
Mark Davis.
because if that's the case, what was Troy Aikman? He advises the Cowboys, and the Cowboys still look like what they.
Well, that's the Cowboys. That's different.
But okay, and the Raiders are the Raiders. The Browns are the Browns. The Jets
but
are the
no,
Jets.
you know who runs the organization with the Cowboys, and the Browns have never been good.
So that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm like, pause on some of these guys who are, they're helping. Unless they change ownership, I just don't have faith in it.
I think they're going to value Tom Brady's input, because why not? You have to.
Yes.
Especially at the quarterback.
Remember last time they took a quarterback at one, what happened?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh snap! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I was like, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Last time they had the number one pick. That's
well, again, you have Tom Brady being an active person that's putting in input on this, and also you can't miss on the Heisman Trophy winner. Not this one, Jamarcus Russell. He stole money. He is a villain. Yeah, what he did to the Raiders.
He's not a villain. He's just an opportunist.
He stole.
I don't get mad at him for
he
doing
stole that money. He stole money, and that was back when that was before
when the rookies were getting
the rookie scale. That's before the rookie scale got fixed, I guess. Yeah. But Mendoza, he looks like he got his head on straight, and Tom Brady. I'm sure Tom Brady approves, but I'm sure you have to. You don't bring in somebody like a Tom Brady to ignore him.
It's true.
So I think Clint Kubiak, my gosh, what he could do with that offense would be really something to see.
All right, we'll keep it locked in with the coaching source or coaching hires and see what happens. Kind of probably be slow till after the Super Bowl, maybe, because it's kind of the week off. So maybe a lot of news, but we shall see. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys.
All right, my man Hawk.
What's up, Hawk? The Hawk in the building. What's up? Yes, heard around the world. Game ball, not so game, but let's go there. Let's go to Dre. Let's go to game ball, not so game. I know we talked about the games yesterday. Anything you want to add to AFC, NFC Championship game, Dre? You excited for the Super Bowl matchup? Game ball, not so game ball.
I think that this is going to actually be a really good Super Bowl. Really, I mean, like I said, you got two defensive head coaches. You got two redemption stories. I mean, Mike Vrabel, the work that he did with the Titans, and now being in the Super Bowl, taking his old team back to the Super Bowl. It's amazing because the Patriots. We talked about that graphic where it's been basically the Patriots or the Chiefs majority of the Super Bowls
for the last 10 years.
Except that one like it's like a up year almost with the with the Bengals. But I'm happy to see that side, and then the Seahawks, the turnaround that Coach Mike's been able to do with the Seahawks team within that short amount of time. And then having Sam Darnold pulls this off, the craziness that he would have reached the Super Bowl before Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, and Josh Allen.
The whole class.
Utterly amazing.
The whole class, man.
So, I think that, like I said, this will be a good football game. You're passing the torch, yes.
I'm leaning towards the under, by the way. I know prop bets are really big. I'm leaning towards the under, Cavante, real quick. And Drake. I don't see a lot of points.
Let me do my like my brother, start low and high. I will give my not so game ball to. I gotta give it to Sean Payton because I've been running with I've been I've been talking about this guy all this time, man. Two things he did, man. I just can't believe going for it on fourth down, and then I didn't even realize when he did it. But Colin Cowherd pointed this out. When he did it, it wasn't like they were like on the goal line or nothing. They would only been on the 13.
Yeah.
So it was like it was just stupid to just do that. And then you didn't even have the quarterback that you wanted to do it right. It wasn't the right play call enough. At least you saw with um McVay, he kind of like second guessed it. And like that's a coach. Like it's like, okay, he went up there. It's like, all right, second guessing it. Should I? Shouldn't I? All right, I got my guy. We'll just roll with it. In the case of Sean Payton, you don't have your quarterback to pull that off, and then so that's just stupidness. And then the field goal decisions, not to go for it there, but you go for it at other times in the blizzard. I don't know what you think this is, man. But it was just
like,
stupid.
boy.
It was just a total coaching meltdown. And that's what his ass gets. Because y'all know I've been on this show for years saying that I don't like the way he treated Russell. So therefore, I'm happy that his ass is sitting on the couch like the rest of us. And then also, too, we talked about McCarthy. Sean Payton's in that same category as Tomlin and Harbaugh. As much as we, get on Harbaugh and Tomlin because they've had the tenure, McCarthy and Sean Payton, they only have one ring too, and they haven't done much either. So Sean Payton, he did turn around the Broncos, but hey, they didn't go to the Super Bowl. Happy about that. Send your ass back home. My game ball, I got to give it to Matt Stafford in a losing effort. And I know normally we don't give it to people who took L's, but
you're the only one that does it.
Hey, look, Jerry West won a MVP, won a Finals MVP, and his ass lost. So, I got to give it to Matt Stafford because the two losses to the Seahawks weren't on him. He balled. My man had 500 yards in the past 2 games, no picks, 1 sack. It's just crazy numbers that he's putting up. But wow, don't do that. That's just not right.
Right, Mark. Like, what are you talking about? 1,000 years ago, you talking some damn Jerry West.
Look, I'm just saying, no, but Matt Stafford, I can't blame him. That loss wasn't on him. That loss was on the turning point was really that special teams conversion. If they don't do that because I'm like, Stafford, there's nothing more he can do. He did the right passes to Puka. Devontae Adams had a game, but in the end, it just
they got to fix that defense, right?
That defense,
absolutely.
They got to fix. They got 2 holes. It's just amazing that a quarterback of his age took him that far when they have all those holes, and he was shows you good quarterback play can cover up a lot of holes, but they got to address some of those holes in this offseason. But I got to give it to Stafford even though it was a losing effort, he still balled out and tried to carry his team to victory. Almost did it too.
Yeah, they got to get that back end fixed, man. They got to get.
And look, Cravante, I can't give it to Sam Darnold yet. Why? Because if you saw yesterday, put that camera on me. He is a B+ quarterback. Until he wins the Super Bowl, he is a B+ player. Now the floor is yours.
Give me the goddamn.
Till he gets it done, Andre. Till the confetti falls on him.
Go back.
Till the confetti falls.
Give it back. God damn it. Dre, shut up. Because you giving him B+. I still don't think he a B+ quarterback. Like,
fine then, C+.
Okay. Because I think B average, you can win a Super Bowl with a B average quarterback if you have certain things in place. You don't have to be an A quarterback. Just trust me. If you want to go back years and years, let's go back 26 years when the Ravens won the Super Bowl, and let's talk about what average was Trent Dilfer.
That was the exception. That's the only exception.
Hey man, Brad Johnson wasn't a B quarterback.
You right. You right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
a couple of them. It's a couple of them.
Nick, oh my gosh, from the Eagles, he wasn't all that either.
Nick Foles.
Yeah.
And honestly, Peyton Manning's last Super Bowl, he wasn't that.
Oh yeah, he was on noodle arm then.
You know what I'm saying? So B plus, you can win. You can win the Super Bowl with a B plus quarterback. Now, I think Sam Darnold was average, but he did not play an average game yesterday. He played a very much above average game.
Well, Mark, I gotta disagree only because he played with the Lions. Like and he actually had a lot of come from behind victories with the Lions. Stafford just, he just couldn't win with that dysfunction. I mean, this is the Lions were bad when they made Megatron and Barry Sanders retire in their primes. You have two people in their Hall of Fame, arguably the best at their positions, and they retired because they couldn't win under that culture. So I can't poo-poo Matthew Stafford for what he did with the Lions. You're right. The Rams changed everything.
The last part, the Rams absolutely changed his narrative, but I think his stats are going to be overwhelming for him not to make it.
Yeah, his numbers going to be top 5.
His numbers are going to be crazy. Like he's going to be top 5 in most categories when it's all said and done, especially if he plays another year. But the second ring would have solidified it, but I think he's going to get in anyway because
he's only 37. He's only 37. We got guys 41, 42.
So if he plays 3 more years, he's going to be top 5 in.
I think
he's going to be top 5.
Yeah, I don't know why we keep having this retirement talk with him.
He got at least 2 more years.
Well, no, it's the injury thing with him. Because he's talking about his back.
Because it was the back. But I mean, he balled out this year.
But the back didn't bother him all year.
Right. And it's crazy because the back stopped him in training camp, though.
And I got to give them credit. Barely gets touched. He barely gets touched, too.
That was concerning.
Yeah, he barely gets touched, too. They did a good job protecting him.
This is the flex zone. Let's be real.
Because he's a statue. He can't run.
Training camp.
Right. I think, looking back on it, that's a vet move. That's a veteran move. I don't want to do this. Just call me when the season starts. It is what it is.
Keep me upright and give me some weapons. He got weapons.
Yeah, and then and he'll probably end up having Devontae back. We're talking about Stephon Diggs with the Pats. Devontae probably come back.
And ladies and gentlemen, I keep saying it. They have a top 50 pick. They have the Falcons' #1 pick, so they can get what they need. Whatever that might be.
They can turn that around real quick.
Or knowing them, what they like to say, F them picks, they might go trade for another superstar if they want to.
They can, if they can just fix their corners, they'll be okay. That's the real burner for them. They need to fix their corners ASAP.
And their defense didn't get after the quarterback like they usually do. Jared Verse and some of those guys didn't. They were kind of quiet.
You have to earn your right to rush the passer.
Because remember Aaron Donald, he was the reason they won that Super Bowl.
Yeah. And Aaron Donald, there's no Aaron Donald coming out this year's draft. So
also, Mark just had a comment. Eli also had terrible stats for majority of his career, except for like maybe 2 seasons. But we all know what Eli's known for. I think those were the only years he actually won playoff games.
That is. And honestly, I think he was below 500 like in majority of like his career. Like what solidified Eli was the fact that he beat Tom Brady and he won 2 Super Bowls. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't even be thinking twice about no Eli Manning.
But the crazy thing is, he's still not in.
But
because his numbers don't support it. His numbers don't support.
Yeah, the Super Bowls is his case. But I mean, if that's the case too, oh my gosh, who's my man from CBS? Phil Simms. For all that, you could put Phil Simms in if you're going to put Eli in.
I'm just saying. I'm just interested to know if there was a criteria and a point system. How would it be? But Eli, whatever. But Eli's stats were not great. But Stafford has a longevity thing. But again, stats is a big part of why folks, get in. And he does have a ring, but anyway, we got way off the point. Not so game ball, man. I don't usually do this. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna say Sean Payton, but for a completely different reason. You are right. Everybody's right. He should have taken the points. But my reasoning is you should have definitely taken the points because you didn't notice the blizzard was coming. Like you had no idea that snow and all this was in the forecast. Like, were you completely oblivious to all that? Like, one thing, points are at a premium, especially when you have a backup quarterback. There's a high intense playoff game. Like, what were you thinking? And again, like you said, Dre, the fourth down would have got you to the 13, 12-yard line. You still would have had to, if anything, you giving your rookie, not rookie quarterback, your backup quarterback more opportunities to fuck up. you get more opportunities to mess up. But I'm gonna lean towards the weather. You had to know that weather was coming, which means you definitely should take those points because you ain't gonna be able to do nothing in the mile. You in the mile high, you know how I get up here. Like that's my thing. Like, bro, you didn't know, and it's crazy because in New England, it was crazy snow too. So either way, the AFC Championship was going to host a storm of some sort. But that was crazy in Denver.
That was stupid.
But come on, bro. Like, you're the head coach. Like, you know the weather. You had to know that that weather was coming. The inclement weather of some sort was coming. You have a backup quarterback. Why would you put your team in that situation? Just goofy. Just
stupid.
Just stupid. And of course, my game ball gotta go to I'm gonna call him the Ghostbuster now. Especially if the Seahawks find a way to win, he's definitely and he doesn't play terribly. If he plays solid, I'm gonna see if the Ghostbuster is gonna stick. But that number 14 guy right there in that nasty New York Jet green, yeah, he gets the game ball, man. Because I promise you, I didn't think he was going to do it. I did not think he was going to do it. And Matthew Stafford had an amazing game. Sam Darnold had a better one, and that's so crazy to say. It's so crazy to say out loud. He absolutely did. Now it helps that you had a guy like JSN, but Matthew Stafford had Puka and Devontae Adams. So, it kind of is. It is what it is. But the Seahawks look like a complete team, and Sam Darnold is a big reason for that. Also, shout out to Mike and Mike in the Super Bowl.
Let us know your game ball, not so game ball in the chat. Coming up on our last editions of the season as we get to the Super Bowl. So game ball, not so game ball, and all that fun stuff.
Hey, Mark, how many interceptions he got? I just want to know. We're gonna pull out there. Matthew Stafford, his MVP stats this year, I know he had like 8, 7 interceptions. I know he had single digits.
Yeah, crazy numbers.
With like 40 touchdowns or something like that. But yeah. So yeah.
Cavante, you ready to get goofy, my guy? I know you got a fresh edition for the people. Want to get that out to them as we get ready to get out of here before we get out of here.
I think
250. Yo, not less than 5.
Everybody should be less than 5. Yeah. Did you get the goofy, Byron?
I didn't probably see it. What is it? You can just tell me.
Oh man, listen. Well, shoot. Let's go into it. It's the boy who just had a recent breakup, Mr. Sanaa of Kai. Shout out to Dre.
Yeah. Is it that what I posted Dre the other night when we was talking about doing wrestling about he bought the girl? Well, let's get goofy.
Of course. Something wrong here.
Well, now that's goofy.
Stupid. Just stupid. Jam.
Yep.
Oh, jam.
Welcome,
Jack.
good people. Welcome, good people, to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time to let me tell the good people what I thought was goofy this week. We talk about all levels of goofiness. We talk about high, low, in between, the mid, the regular, a little this, a little that. Sometimes it's sports, sometimes it's entertainment, sometimes it's politics, sometimes it's pop culture, music. It could be all of the above. And this time we're gonna go away from sports for this goofy. There is somebody by the name of Kai Cenat, a very popular YouTuber, influencer, popping on, YouTube, Twitch. He's popping on all that. He making a wild amount of money, and he is very young, black entrepreneur. He's doing some great things in this country, in this world, on the internet. Very positive young black brother. And that is great for him. He's great for the culture. He's giving the young kids something great to look up to. He has like Byron Drake, what is it called? The YouTube University thing that he had, like a whole program.
Streaming University.
Yeah.
Streaming University, right.
University.
Streaming University, where he got all the
We still never got our invite. Never got our invite, by the way.
You could at least send free stuff, yo. You could at least send free
something.
stuff. But got all the top influencers and YouTubers and all that together and to help them be better, man. And that's really huge. But goddamn, man. Goddamn. He did something very goofy. Very, very goofy. And he even and this shows you that even as a smart, intelligent person, when you are in love, that all that mess goes out the window. All of it goes out the window, because as business savvy as Kai Cenat is, and what the trap that he just fell in, it doesn't equal. It's not an even playing field. But so this is word on the street.
Not word on the street like Martin.
First of all, that was a great show. That was a great show in the show that we had. I think that was amazing. I actually like that show better than the radio show, but that's besides the point. After their breakup, due to alleged cheating by Gigi, Kai Cenat tried to take back the $1 million penthouse he bought her, but couldn't. When he bought the house, Gigi convinced him to register it in her name, threatening to break up if Kai put it in his name because it would mean he doubted her loyalty. First of all, that statement sounds crazy. Statement absolutely sounds crazy. But let's continue. Kai eventually registered everything in her name, only for her to break up a few months later. Now she's allegedly living in the house with her new boyfriend. God dog it. God dog it. If Kai Cenat was like another black entrepreneur that's in trouble, he would have Kid Cudi that jump. But allegedly. Yeah, man, that's tough. First of all, Byron, can you do something for me? Can you bring back that? I just want to look over the second paragraph, the second paragraph that was in what I, the Twitter post that that I read, because it sounds so crazy. Like, looking at it, it sounds crazy. When he bought the house, because Kai Cenat got money, y'all. Kai Cenat rolling in it. Like, I don't know anybody. He bought a crib for the girlfriend. That's crazy. But he bought the house for this girl. Gigi convinced him to register it in her name, threatening to break up. What are you talking about? What do you mean threatening to break up? You don't have to have none of this, ma'am. Miss Ma'am. You don't have to have none of this. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean threaten to break up? But that also goes to show that Kai Cenat is green. And of course, I don't mean the color. He's black. But if y'all know, y'all know. He's green. Very, very green. Nose wide open. I can tell he hasn't been around a lot of women before. At least not, the quote unquote bad girls, the bad women, the baddies, whatever you want to call them. He ain't been around a lot of them because how Gigi played him like a fiddle, played him like an instrument, played him like the PlayStation 5 that I'm sure was in that house that her new boyfriend is playing. I'm sure of it. Because I think it seems like he allowed Gigi to walk over him, and Gigi was doing whatever she wanted. And Kai Cenat was just so happy to be with her that he wanted to do anything to keep her. And then it got to be a bit much, but as soon as she just said something crazy like, put it in my name or I'm breaking up with you. Like, what? What do you mean? It's over now. What 112 say?
Oh, it's over now.
In your pocket. I remember when you used to throw those things away. Yeah, y'all remember 112?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, that's a good song. I might play that when I get to the car.
Run it, man.
I think they're coming here too, Cravante, next month.
Oh, snap.
I believe it's 112 and the
you
Locks.
talking about for the Millennial Tour?
No, it's 112, the Locks, because I want to see the Locks, but I'm like 112. It's like around Valentine's Day. It's 112, the Locks, and somebody else, I think. I'll look it up. Yeah, just if you didn't know.
But I cue the song. It's over now, 112. As soon as she just said some goofy stuff like that, like, what in your mind made you think if she was threatening to break up with you, if you did not give her this property, that she's in it with you for the long haul? Now, if you just wanted to give it to her, just to give it to her, then that's one thing. But as the report said, he tried to get it back. But if it's in her name, we don't care how the money got cleared. You know what I'm saying? Kai Cenat allegedly revealed that he bought a house, a car, his girlfriend, and was giving her $100K allowance.
What? Oh, he's tripping. Oh, Byron, you're right. It's the Locks and Case 112 30th reunion. That's actually lit.
Oh, Case. Okay, that's what it's.
That's gonna be lit.
That's a nice vibe. What is that?
That's a vibe.
It's coming out.
She allegedly
February 28th in Baltimore.
She allegedly cheated on him with a guy who has 13 baby mamas and also Kai Cenat's friend. What are we talking about? Kai Cenat has sworn to never be in a relationship again. According to him, there is nothing you can do to keep a woman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go back up real quick.
I'm sorry.
Do to keep a woman faithful to you. We still believe true love exists. She just made a mistake. Please forgive her. Man, what? But see, such a young man, he's over it already. He's over it already. Yeah, I'm gonna play that 112 song when we get off of this too, man. Because it's in my mind right now. Because ain't no way you gonna threaten. How dare you threaten to break up with somebody if they don't give you property? You already got $100K allowance. You could have bought the house. What are we talking about? I'm confused. I am confused, but he is a young man who's not familiar with the waters he was in. And
you're right. It sounds like he wasn't familiar with them waters because them waters got his nose wide open.
What was that song? The waterfall.
TLC, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Listen to the rivers and the lakes that you used to, man. Come on, man. And now he talking about now he giving up on love. Now,
wait a minute. What was that for 40-year-old version? He put it on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What Pop said in Boomerang? He's whipped.
Whip.
Yeah. I mean, you could go on and on with the sayings, man.
Listen, man. I hate it that he feels like, well, so he's made a number of mistakes along the way. But now that he feels, and it's probably just impulsive. That's probably what he was just feeling in the moment. But you never gonna love again. Like you're not gonna do a relationship thing no more, man. Like don't let that like deter you from what's really for you later on, man. How old is he? 21, 22? How old is he? He's in his early 20s. Like, bro, you got so much life to live, so many more experiences to have. Don't let this slip up deter you from what could possibly be yours later on, man. Like that's unnecessary. And there's a lot of goofy parts in this, but just to give up like that, man, that's probably one of the goofier things that you could do, because you'd block a blessing later on in your life, all because this woman did not do right by you. I hate that the young brother had to go through this, and that he feels like that, but he made so many missteps, and I'm hurt because what was his homeboys like? And granted, maybe they did say something and he wasn't really listening, or maybe they didn't say anything at all because he's Castaneda and he's probably financing a lot of what they do. Because sometimes when guys reach that pedestal, they got a bunch of yes men around them. I don't know if that's his real men, or I don't know if that's his real homeboys, or if those are just yes men. But folks had to see this. Folks had to see what was going on, and I hate that for him, but Kai Cenat, man, you are unfortunately goofy of the week. Now, bounce back, man. Bounce back, young brother. Bounce back. You're gonna be all right. So much more life to live, man. Don't. And then he was talking about shutting down the streaming and all that. He's got a new business venture. I was like, man, don't even do that. Still do your business venture, but don't just shut everything down, because you're giving her too much power, man. Giving her way too much power. But yeah, he Castanat. Look at how to be a player. Like, look, hey, talk to Bill Bellamy. Get Bill Bellamy on the line, man. Get Bill Bellamy on the line.
It's my guy.
So he could get you. He get you together. He get you right, man. Because don't switch it up, man. Don't switch out. Don't change who you are because it is bad. There's one bad experience, man. But Castanat, goofy of the week. Y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great. And this one brother's on the wrong end of it. Got to do better.
Of course. Something wrong here.
Stupid.
Hey, Raj, wow.
Just stupid. Jam. Oh, jam.
You know Raj knows about that goddamn.
Well,
That's
no,
my
that's
man,
goofy.
Raj. Raj got the whole joke. Why do you want to keep in touch now?
No, like I said, Raj knows about that R&B music, man.
Nah, for sure. That's it. That's the one right there, Raj. That's the one. Yeah, man. That's
Episode
bad.
good. Episode 520. Episode 521. Drizzy Dre. We keep rolling along this week. The Royal Rumble. Yeah. Lots of content coming that way.
Got the Royal Rumble coming up, Super Bowl coming up. So even though it doesn't seem like much, there's still a lot going on in the sports world.
Yes, sir. Cavante, baby. We'll be heading towards the draft soon, but Super Bowl up first.
Yes. I hope it's a good one. I think it is on the I think it's going to be a great football game because one thing we haven't talked about And I just thought about this today. The halftime show. not
yes.
not really looking forward to it, man.
Really? You're not looking for the Bad Bunny?
Who?
Man, tune in. Bad Bunny's going to give you a good show, bro.
Yeah, okay.
And you've heard Bad Bunny before.
Maybe.
He's on that song. He was on that song with Cardi B.
Maybe some ice activities.
I like it. That's him on it.
Apparently, they're going to be there. By the way, ice.
Yeah, they're going to be.
Oh yeah, ice will be there.
They're going to be in all the places where a lot of people are going to be populated.
244 picks, by the way. There you go. Eli Manning. There you go.
244 picks. My heavens. Nah, he was close. He said 250.
Real quick, we want to send our prayers to actor Quentin Aaron. You may remember him from The Blind Side. I don't know if you guys, real quick, I did want to touch on this. He's on life support. So I do want to send prayers to him. Barely breathing. And it is the, 6-year anniversary of the death of the late, great Kobe Bryant. And the total of all the individuals on the helicopter. That was yesterday. So I do want to do a quick moment of silence and prayers for Quentin Aaron as well. And rest in peace to Kobe Bean Bryant. Rest in peace to all those lost. Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi. 6 years. Hard to think about that, Dre. 6 years of Kobe Bryant.
That's so crazy how fast time goes, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, that was the beginning of. We just knew 2020 was going to be a hell of a year when that happened. We was like, yeah, this ain't about to be the year. This you can't start the year off like this. And just went downhill after that.
Literally, because that was the year. Yeah.
One half of the founding fathers, the executive producer, Drizzy Dre, always on that Mamba mentality. And the other half of the founding fathers, the same producer, Cravante, captain of the goofy shit. No, go ahead, Cravante. Finish what you were saying.
No, I was just saying 2020 was, we really didn't know or understand how crazy it was going to be. But when you start off with Kobe Bryant, the icon, the legend, the hooper, the man, the father that he was, passing away so tragically, it was like, oh man, and this in January? What? Oh man, this can't be a great start to anything. And lo and behold, March come around, shut it all down. And then, the rest of that mess was history. But yeah,
social media producer makes the streams pristine. Big Raj in the chat. You see you, brother. Appreciate you. Mark, appreciate you. The Hawk TV 339, appreciate you.
Raj, we'll let you play the R&B music tonight, man.
Hawk.
The musical entourage. Everybody hit the thumbs up. Only place fellas give you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
We will be back. I won't be here tomorrow because I won't be able to do NXT, but next week they crown a new champion, so we'll make sure. I do want to see who they pick as the new champion next week. I think after that, I may be done watching until Stand and Deliver because I really don't have much faith in what they're doing, man. It's looking real trash. I'm not gonna lie. It is looking real trash.
It is.
AW Wednesday, probably. We'll see. It's just
that's another one where
it's sad out here, man. It's scary. That football's about to be over, so that's just never good as well. It is what it is. But next week we will be previewing the Super Bowl. We'll give our predictions, look at the matchups, things we're looking forward to, and maybe an update on these coaching hires, and we'll see what happens there with that. And we'll also be getting into the NBA trade deadline and the eventual All-Star weekend in a few weeks as well. So we'll definitely do that. I think that's pretty much all we got. Throw your ones up, acknowledges, flexon1@gmail.com. Cash App, flexon1. Super chatters. Hit the bell. We'll have Royal Rumble predictions. We'll be live for the Rumble on Saturday. And we'll be back throughout the week with more content. Check out the shorts. We were here yesterday. Great live with Brother Thoughts. Broke down the AFC NFC Championship games.
Yes.
And we'll be doing this as we do. Continuing the grind in 2026 for Cavante, Dre, and Raj in the chat. Everybody in the Flex Zone family. Hit the thumbs up. Vote on the poll. Thank y'all for watching. We are getting out of here. Appreciate you. Brother Black Sports Entertainment Show. What's happening, brother? Appreciate you hopping in. Hit that thumbs up. We're getting out of here. For Cavante Dre, putting the kids to bed. Stay safe, stay warm, and if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. We'll see you guys with more content on the channel right here on the Flex On Podcast. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.